All right, Dave. Dave Jackson, how are you doing, kid? Oh, I've got a little message here. It's all about your birthday. Yeah, it's on the 30th, isn't it? Your 30th of the 10th, yeah. And you're turning 60. Well, bloody hell, I'll tell you what. I'm dreading turning 60. I've got about 14 or 15 years to go before I reach it, but you start worrying, Dave, don't you, when you're getting there, think, oh, am I going to be over the bloody hill when I'm 60? No, I've still got a lot of go in me, yeah. Oh, yeah. Still play football and that, No, not in a team. I blow football, Yeah. But I noticed here in this little message, I better tell you who sent the message in first, hadn't I? It come in from Emma Thompson and Dean Sullivan used to be in Brookside. But Emma Thompson, she's in everything with that Kenneth bloody Branagh fella, yeah. And Dean Sullivan, he used to be Jimmy Corkill in Brookside. So they're well-known personalities. But anyway, it says here that what you're going to do for your birthday, says you're going to get together with plenty of food and drinks. Well, it says here, you're a Leeds fan. Well, I tell you what, kid, I remember Leeds United years ago. I mean, I'm a Liverpool fan, obviously, but Leeds had a great time bloody years ago, didn't he? Was it Billy Bremner? See, I'm losing the plot now. I'm getting on a little bit. Was it Billy Bremner? Didn't he play for Leeds? Was it Billy Bremner? And it was one for us like a bit of a hatchet man. Liverpool had one. That was Tommy Smith. People were bloody terrified of Tommy Smith going in to tackle them. But I'm sure Leeds had one. But Leeds had a good side then, didn't he? But you know what? Being a football fan, Dave, you'll appreciate this. I was at Anfield the other week when Liverpool beat Man United 7-0. Should have seen the face. Should have seen the manager. God, blimey. Anyway, a mate of mine works there. And they've got a big fancy coach, that they go to the away games in. And on the coach, they've got a bar, so you can have a little drink on the way home, watching the match. And they've got a little cinema that you can watch a movie. And as I say, Liverpool beat them 7-0. But the manager was bloody fuming with them. And the only drink he'd let them have on the way home from Anfield back to Manchester United was 7-Up. Yeah. That's all he could drink, bloody 7-Up. So he said, oh, come on, boss, don't be like that. Let's put a movie on. So we put a movie on for them. Do you know what the movie was? 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. Oh, come on, Dave, you've got to have that. We stuffed them. Oh, we murdered them 7-0. When was the last time that happened to Man United? Anyway, listen, do you know what I'll go to the match with? You see this photo? You see that little fella there scratching his head? That's Jimmy McGovern, the best writer on television. It was him that wrote Hillsborough, the documentary, and it blew the case wide open. And that's when all the legal stuff started. And of course, there's my little mate up there. There's my little mate there, Mr. Pelly. Because that was me. That was me, because I know me football, Dave. You can't tell me, bugger off. Look at me. Look at all my hairstyles there. What I used to be. Anyway, bloody hell, I'll tell you what, it's great. But it says here, you love cars. Well, do you know what? I know bugger all about cars, kid. I know bugger all about cars. And I won't get a fancy car because I don't know how to look after them. But you know what I have got? And I've had it from brand new. And it's full of rubbish. You've got to have a tetanus injection if you want to come with me anywhere in the car. Because it's full. But it's a Skoda Yeti. A Skoda Yeti. I've had it from brand new. God knows how many. I've done 60,000 miles in it. And do you know what? It's a little corker. I've never had the bloody bonnet up. Well, I couldn't get the bonnet up anyway, but I've never had to get anyone in there to get the bonnet up. But as I say, I don't know. But it takes you love cars and you love bikes. Well, I had a motorbike for about 3 weeks and I give it away with a little Triumph Tiger, what they call a Triumph Tiger Cub, 200cc. And I bought it, it saved me time then as a plasterer. And I come off it in the rain. Oh, bloody hell, that was it. I give it away the next day. I never sold it. There was 2 apprentice brickies on the job and they loved it. I give it them. I never charged them a bloody penny. I said, here, take it. I was bloody terrified. Anyway, listen. This is all about your birthday. You're going to be 60. and it said you're going to have but you go to where Cadwell Park to watch the bike racing. Oh, I don't know. What are you going to do? Oh, you're going to have a little get together with the family, a little bit of food and a few drinks. But it said here you've got a dog called Bella. Well, why didn't you mention that what sort of breed it was? Because look, I'm a bit of an expert on dogs, you know. Oh, I know you think I'm taking the mickey, but look at them. Look at all them kids. I love dogs. You see that one there? The Neapolitan Mastiff. See that? That's beautiful. That's a beautiful dog. That would be my favourite dog. It's called the Neapolitan Mastiff. But the real name for this is the Mastino. Yeah, the Mastino. And I went after one. I'm going back 30 years. Listen to this, Dave. I'm going back 30 years to buy one of them. And I had to go to the Midlands. There was two doctors, a man and his wife. They were both doctors, Jean and Alistair Clark, and they bred them. And this is 30 odd years ago. And I said, I'd love one of them pups. And she said, well, we'll put you on the list. I said, okay. She said, but it'll be 12 months before you can. I said, okay. I said, how much will it be? She said, £1,000. I said, what? Oh, I said, forget it. That's how much they were 30 years ago. And then all the villains got hold of them like they do now. They've got these XL bullies now, the villains, haven't they? They ruin them. Dogs are lovely. I love dogs. But anyway, listen, this is all about your birthday. And as I say, it's from Emma and Dean. I don't know whether they're making a fuss here, you know. I think, yeah. We'll take him out, get him drunk, and then they'll make you pay the bloody bill. You be careful, because people are like that now, you know, Dave. But anyway, listen, I'm glad you love the royal family, because there's a lot coming on. Me and Sue Johnson have got 6 episodes coming on of a thing called Ricky and Sue Take a Trip or Two, right? And that's really interesting. It's not like the other bloody little documentary things. So there's them to watch. There's an hour's documentary where there's me, Sue Johnson, Dave, are you having that, David? And Lurky. They flew Lurky in from America because he's working in America because his girlfriend's a screenwriter. They flew him in, and the 4 of us sit together and we just talk about what Denise was like, what Twiggy was like, what Nana was like, and we tell all the stories that went on behind the scenes, and you will love it. You will love it. It was absolutely fabulous. But listen to this, Dave. Me and Sue Johnson have just had a programme. We've both done it separately, like, obviously, about our DNA, where they go right back into your history and then they bring you right back to the modern day. Dave, I'm telling you this for nothing. You will never in a million years believe who I'm related to and who Sue Johnson's related to. It's a bloody eye-opener, but it's so secret, I can't even tell me message, honest. But it's so interesting, kid. It's bloody lovely. It's gear. So, like, you know, I'm made up with where I come from. I'm made up where I come from. And I think you'll enjoy it. So I've got loads of stuff. We've done me and Sue, we're great. You know, I done a thing the other week in, Ken Dodd, before he died, he had a theatre built on the outskirts of Liverpool in Runcorn. Not Runcorn, what did he call it? It wasn't Runcorn, it wasn't that far. No, just on the outskirts of Rainhill. And he had a theatre built, and it was what they call in the round, a Shakespearean theatre, you know. So Lady Anne, his wife, said to me, will you do a little thing, a little reading in the theatre? She said, but can you do a couple of bits of Shakespeare? I said, Shakespeare? I said, it takes me all my time to learn me bloody lines when I'm in the Royal. Anyway, she said, just do it for me. So I did. So in the audience was Lady Anne Dodd, Sue Johnson, a girl from the production company, and a girl who worked in the theatre. So John Thompson, out of Coldfeet, you know John Thompson, good actor. He said to me, here, he said, take this. This is Yorick. Do something from Macbeth or whatever it was called. I don't know what the bloody hell it was called. So I had to do a little bit, so I had to say, to be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it's nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune or to oppose. And I thought, that'll do me. That's all I know. So I looked at this fella and I said, listen, Yorick, you've got to come off that bloody diet. It's not doing you any good at all. But anyway, listen, kid, I'm having the time of my bloody life. I've never been busier. I have never been busier. And of course, I was there at the Derby game yesterday, kid. I was at the Derby game. 2-0, it done me. That does me. A lovely. Do you know, as I say, I go with him, Jimmy McGovern. I go with him and a fella called Colin McEwen. And everything Jimmy writes, and by the way, Jimmy's won 3 BAFTAs, you know. Oh, yeah. It was him that done as I say, he done the expose about Hillsborough. Then he done Anthony. And then he done Moving On. And he's got a big one now that's going to be admitted about a woman's prison. It's called Clink. And then it was wonderful. And then, as I say, there's my old mate up there, Pelly. He was wonderful, you know. So when now and again I get invited to the after dinner circuit, and I tell them the stories about who I met, about him, and when we went to Brazil, and that was Bradley Walsh's first movie, you know. That was Bradley. Look at him. Bradley Walsh is in everything now. The only thing he doesn't do on the telly is read the bloody news. But he was a good lad. We had a great time. But listen, if ever you see me advertised, lad, round your area, come and see me, come and say hello. But in the meantime, maybe Emma and Dean would like to take you to see this. We're going all over the country. We've been once. We've been all over the country. It has been amazing. We've sold out every theatre that we've been in. And we're starting again from the top. And we're going right from the top of Scotland right down to the bottom. If you see it advertised, you've got to come. Because when you come, we don't just throw people out at the end of the show. We say, no, go in the foyer, get your cameras ready to do the selfies. And then I give them one of these, what do they call it? I say, look, I sign all them. And I have loads of these caricatures for anyone with kids who want one. And we have a great time, and it's so successful. And we have guest artists, like when we went to St Helens, Johnny Vegas was the guest artist. When we went to Blackpool, Mick Miller was the guest artist. When we went to Runcorn, Jason Manford was the guest artist. And they're all great. They're all good fellas, you know. They're all working class lads who've been lucky, like myself, got in that game. And, you know, hey, don't forget this. Hey, listen here now. I'm telling you this, Dave Jackson, for bugger all. I've had a drink with De Niro. I've done a movie, a full-length movie in Liverpool with Samuel Jackson. The movie was called The 51st State. And listen to this, I had a little dance with Lauren Bacall when she was married to, who was it? Humphrey Bogart. You're absolutely right. I've always been a sex symbol, Dave. You know that. No use trying to hide it. Listen, lad, God bless you. I hope you have a wonderful 60th birthday. I want to thank Emma and Dean for sending this little request in, because it's been my bloody pleasure. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dave Jackson. Happy birthday to you. Diddly-doo. All the best, lad. And have one for me. God bless you.